Hi everybody, it's David Fleming here from the Toronto Realty blog, and welcome to this week's Pick 5. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is my first Pick 5 of 2019, and I'm actually super excited. I felt somewhat rejuvenated coming back here after the holiday, although it wasn't really much of a holiday. I know I'm overlapping with my actual blogs here, but my child was sick with a fever. I'm that guy now. I have a child. Still just poof, mind blown. Child was sick with a fever, missed a few family events, had to get up all night. You know, wife was cranky, I was cranky. Sorry, I should say I was cranky, wife was cranky. Just disastrous Christmas tree with needles everywhere all throughout the house. I actually put a video of that on my blog. And, you know, it was like a solid B-, holiday. But it was good to get time off. Didn't work out, ate a lot of crappy food, and felt fantastic about it. So here we are back in the new year. I was actually in the office on the 2nd of January. It was really slow last week. Things are starting to pick up now. And specifically this week, we are seeing listings come onto the market. So I often use the downtown core as the measure. It's not to say that's any better or worse than any other area as a measure, but I always look at the downtown core and say, how many listings are out? When the market is really busy, we're seeing 80 a day, and that's on a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I don't count Mondays and Fridays because they're typically slower. So when things are crazy busy, there's 100. And when things are absolutely bonkers, there are 120. So right now we're seeing, 40-ish, right? I think there's 29 something. I'm filming this Wednesday at 5 o'clock. So we're starting to see some listings come out. And what I've noticed is that in the one-bedroom condo market, it's where we're seeing not only the most volume, but the most quality. So as we film this right now, I have a bully offer in on an East End property that I think if we get it, way under what it would, should, could sell for. That's great. Good for me, good for the clients. No question about it. That's because of the seller thinking bearishly, thinking it's too early, thinking not like the seller of a freehold house in Toronto as they should be, right? Which is to say you've got a ton of leverage. It's just thinking like, I don't know what's going to happen. There's no inventory out there in that sort of $1 million to $1.1 million semi pocket to really judge what's happening in the market. Now, the one-bedroom condo market, on the other hand, we're seeing a lot of stuff coming out. What I find most interesting is that half of them have holdbacks on offers and half of them don't. And so that's where I wanted to go today, was to one-bedroom condos without holdbacks, because I find it so interesting to see some really quality properties, which really gets me excited. A couple of these I'm showing tonight and tomorrow, and then a couple of them no one bid on. There's one that's just driving me crazy. I literally want to buy it myself. I'll show it to you when I get to it. So, okay, let me show you this first. This is 85 East Liberty Street, 308. Now, what's this? What is this? This starts with a 4. What kind of condo starts with a 4? 439.9 for a one-bedroom, 585 square feet. Yeah, there's a holdback on offers. Now this bugs me because let's say that these guys are looking for 530 grand. I could take this at 530 grand and I could speak to a buyer client, whether they're an investor or whether they're a user, and I could say, here are the pros and cons of this unit at 530 grand. The great unknown, and it's ironic that I'm kind of complaining about this, even though we all do it, agents underprice and hold back, and I've been doing this for 14 years, but the great unknown here is enough to make you look at something else. And so what I want to know for this year moving forward, and I apologize, this is getting kind of lengthy to make this point, are we going to continue to see holdbacks on offers for condos? And if we're going to, how long are they going to be? How underpriced are they going to be? There's a unit that came out last week. So this would have been 2nd, 3rd, 4th on the Friday. Was that the Friday? I think so. Out on the 4th, they're taking offers on the 21st. Are you kidding me? Who's going to wait 17 days to make an offer on your average crummy condo? I'm not swearing in 2019. I can't. My daughter's 2. She repeats everything. So yes, this property, I'm not going to show. I'm not going to show because there's other stuff out there. I couldn't be bothered. You could make a bully offer on this. I've got an investor client who probably would pay $500 for this. Right now, I'll pay $500 for this, no question. It's got low maintenance fees, right? $293. We think this thing would probably lease for $1,850 a month. Great. But we don't want to play the game. So with that said, guys, let me get to our properties for today. Okay, so here's our property set. This is awesome, right? Just a nice straight line right across the city. And we're $550,000 and below, which is, don't want to date myself here. I remember when you would look for things for under 300, and then under 400, and then under 500. And now here we are going, hey, I mean, one bed, 529, where can you get that kind of value? But that's exactly what's happening. So let's start here at 775 King Street. So this is a unit that I really like. I'm going to show this, and I've got a client that may purchase said unit. It's a great spot. Where is 775 King? It's in what I would still consider B plus King West. Obviously, prime King West is between Bathurst and Spadina. Great King West area over here, which is, say, the Hudson, which we're going to see a unit at. You've got Charlie, you've got M5V. Then over here, you know, you're getting a little less busy, but closer to Liberty Village, and some people will call this no man's land. You know, there's not a ton of stuff in there. That's not true. There's a restaurant on the corner here. I'm tempted to say the Foggy Dew. I don't know. I don't go out. And then there's a huge Shoppers Drug Mart here. Brad Lamb's big office is here. Not that you're frequenting that. I'm just using it as a landmark. And then you've got the park over here. You've got the dog park, and there's a baseball diamond here too. So it's a really good location in King West. And the unit itself there's 2 floor plans. This is either 542 or 545 square feet. Sorry, I couldn't get more exact. Now that's priced at $917 a square foot. So you may say, okay, $917 with no parking, like what are you writing home about here? I mean, that's a pretty good price for what this is in King West, and that's just the truth of it. I like the fact that the maintenance fees here are $203. So from an investment standpoint, oh, look at this, taxes include the maintenance fees. What a crappy listing. Well, it's a Thornhill agent, go figure. I would love to buy this unit and then sue them and say, you said taxes were included. And I'm going to live here for 80 years. Please write me a check for $275,000. No, okay. So the unit itself, as I said, 545 square feet. I believe there's an 85-story balcony. The photos suck, but, you know, let's take a look at them. So here's the artist rendering. I believe the Shoppers Drug Mart is down in here. There are 2 sides to this building. So this is 78 Tecumseh. It's accessed over here, and then you go through this courtyard here next to 766 King Street, which is called, oh God, I've lost my edge here, it's been too long, the Gotham Lofts. So you walk through past this stupid outdoor water fountain parquet thing, and then here's the building at 775 King. So here's another artist rendering. That actually kind of looks like the lobby, except there's a door here where they go to get the lock boxes. Okay, so yeah, again, photography, not great. Merry Christmas. So this is, if it's not a tenant, no, it is a tenant. Okay, so this is not the best way to sell real estate, but it is what it is. I actually showed this exact same model to a client, and I think she bought it 39 Brant. So this is west facing, and we're the 6th floor. So 6th floor, you are, I'm tempted to say that's the unit across the way, but that might be the reflection from here. But either way, 6th floor, you're not exactly getting a view. So there is a balcony outside. It's a really decent living space. The kitchen doesn't have miniature appliances, which I like. Oh, there's another photo of it. Okay, so you've got a bedroom that's enclosed with the 2 sliding frosted doors. There's no access directly to the bathroom. Now we're back to these guys. Okay. The fridge is a bit snug. It's a bit snug. They always give you the full dishwasher and the full microwave. And then, I mean, no one's baking a turkey in a condo. Really, you need 4 burners. You need like a hot plate and somewhere to put a microwave pizza. Sorry, an oven pizza. Okay, so there's I can't go back and forth with these photos. So there's the bedroom. That's an IKEA bed. And that is a queen. And there's the bathroom. What is this? That looks like one of those paddles from a fraternity where you whack other people on the bottom. Okay, so there's washer dryer, great, and there's another shot of the bum paddle, and a really crappy artist rendering. Someone told me I drop a lot of swear words in Pick 5. It is what it is. Okay, so another artist rendering of these 2 ladies and their dog, and this old couple holding hands. And another artist rendering. This is what I meant by this kind of useless. There is no fire here. There is no movie playing on the wall. It's literally just, it's a trip hazard. That's what it is. You just don't salt it and then wait for someone to slip, because I've done that multiple times. Okay, so that's it. And I like the spot. $200 maintenance fees. As I said, that's fantastic. It's $917 a square foot. The building average last year was $913. So it's a couple bucks a month, a couple dollars per square foot more expensive. Now, I think that this could rent for, there's a tenant in there now paying $1,750. I think that this thing could rent for probably $1,950. I know, right? 1950, but that's what it is. Or it could be 2150. I don't know. Maybe I'm out of touch with rents. Every time we have this conversation, the people in my office who do a lot of rentals, they're like, oh, you're low. Like rents are literally going up $50 every 4 months. Okay, so let's move on to the next one, which is at the Hudson. So I'm not going to tell you the catch yet. Okay, let's take a look. 519, 1 bed plus den, 2 bath. They both have a shower, no parking. This is 677 square feet, priced at $767 square, no holdback on offers. That's the catch. So I tricked you. I said that we're looking at 5 properties that have no holdbacks on offers. Well, it's not a trick, actually. This does not have a holdback on offers. What this is a really frustrating listing because I don't think that they're going to take $519 for it, and nor should they because it's worth more. So let me show you this. This is the same unit last year, 608,888, and this was listed in April. It was listed in April for 608,888. It was in the market for 12 days. Then they suspended the listing without terminating it, which makes no sense because then they brought it back out. So they brought it back out at, you can see here, 578,888. Okay, offers will be presented on Thursday, June 22nd, 2017. Then they lowered it to 550,800, and they kept it in the market for 55 days. So to see this, offers reviewed June 22nd, 2017, then how come it was terminated a month later in July? This is one of those listings that sometimes you just don't want to deal with. They didn't know what price they wanted. I don't believe they did. They tried it multiple times, 3 different price points, and then they didn't update the listing, and for a month it said offers will be reviewed like last month. So here they are at 550,800 into July, and now they're at 519. So look, if they'll sell this thing for 519, I will buy it, and I will literally just fill it with cats or something. Like, it's such a great unit and such a great price. The cats can go nuts. I don't care because there's money in it. But they're not going to sell this thing for $519 because that's $767 a square foot. And it really bothers me that in this market, in Toronto, in this industry, with our rules or lack thereof, we're allowed to list something at $519 when there's no intention of accepting that and without an offer date. So I've made this point in my blog before, and some people have disagreed. If you say $519 and offers reviewed next week, you're saying I'm not taking $519, it's a starter price. If you say $519 offers anytime, someone shows up and says $519 and you go, what are you, crazy? It's worth way more than that. That can't be fair. That can't be fair. So I've always said there should be a box that you check or a field you fill out on MLS that basically says reserve price or bait price if you want to, because that's exactly what this is. So my colleague is over there showing it right now. Let's look at the photos and we'll see what it ends up going for. So, I mean, tell me this thing's $519,000. I hate this kind of opening here. No real, well, it's a, actually, I'm really, how did they photograph that? That's really cool. But yeah, it's a massive, open, useless foyer. And then there's a long hallway. But again, like, tell me that this thing's $519. Shows really well, standard 9-foot ceiling. It's got a balcony. Now you are looking right out at another building. But look at the size of the kitchen. Look at the condition of the place. It's not a $519,000 condo. Nice. I like that wallpaper. Wallpaper. Oh, maybe it's making a comeback. So there's the den. So this is the den, basically turned into a walk-in closet. And there's the bedroom, which looks like it doesn't have a full wall. Okay, so there's the other, there's the other bathroom. So there are 2 bathrooms. One has a shower. No, wait, you know what's ridiculous is that this is a 4-piece and they called it a 3-piece. So annoying. People just don't do their work. So there you can see you're completely boxed in by Charlie and what is the other one called there? I'm telling you, I've lost my edge here. 11 Charlotte and 25 Oxley, Charlie and Glass. Okay, so that's all we really wanted to see there. Again, look, 2 by 3. That looked like a 4-piece, did it not? Right? Shower, tub, toilet, sink. A 3-piece is a standing shower. Anyways, so there you have it, $519. Obviously not going to sell for that. But again, solid unit. Everything about it's great except obviously the view. It's just a matter of, you know, if they'd list this for $549.9, I'd be saying only good things about it. Time will tell what they actually want and what they will get for it. So now here's a very interesting one. This is cool, 455 front. So you know how I always talk about how I'm a loser and I'm boring and I never go out and I don't want to go out and I stay home and I drink alone. my wife and I, over the break, had a very nice night out. Actually, we were going to go to the Christmas market. It was on a Saturday night, and we didn't have tickets. And the lineup to get in was ridiculous, and then the lineup for tickets was ridiculous. Now, most typical couples, one of them, and I don't want to typecast and say it's the girl, but most couples would be like, oh, I really want it, and then they would go and wait. My wife immediately went, so, Thai food? That's why I love her. Literally, like, we're not waiting. I don't wait for anything. I don't wait for brunch. It's bacon and eggs. I will not wait in a line for brunch. I've done this bit before many times. So my wife and I literally were like, F it, you know, let's just walk and see what we find. And guess what we found? 455 Front Street, right here, ladies and gentlemen, we found this place called The Aviary. And I really don't know what it has to do with birds, but it was awesome. It was really cool. And it made me want to go out again like a normal functioning member of society. They're building a brewery right next door, and they had this cool game that was like every single Atari original NES or arcade game that some crazy guy had literally put into this like little box. It was homemade. I was playing original Street Fighter. Not Street Fighter 2, original Street Fighter. It was really cool, the food was good, and a great time was had by all. So in this building right here at 455 Front, there's a lot of infrastructure around it. So this is an area that when it's sort of up and coming, I'm like, oh, this is like really barren, there's not a lot down here. You obviously have Corktown Common, which is great. You've got in the base of all of these buildings now, you've got your typical infrastructure. You know, your coffee shop's gonna be there, your dry cleaner's gonna be there, your corner store's gonna be there, which is where I went to buy Tums before we went out. Romantic, right? It was date night. And then it's walking distance to the distillery, and it's not exactly walking distance to, let's say, you know, are you gonna live here and, you know, walk over to Yonge? Where are we here? Financial District? I don't know, maybe if you're a big walker. But I think this area is gathering a little bit of momentum. So what I like about this unit, there's a few things. I like the design of the building, I like the finishes, I like the layouts, and then the fact that this thing is priced at $863 a square. So $863 a square, this has no holdback on offers. These listing agents have the best listings. I don't know if people who have awesome listings call these people or if they make their listings look awesome. It's like Paul Johnston. All of his listings are amazing. Unique Urban Homes is his thing. If you own like a crappy building and you're like, hey, do you want to sell my place? Would he take it? All of his listings are amazing. It's a great brand. And these guys, this is a couple agents at Sage. All of their listings always look gorgeous. Look at that. That's like, this is how you know you've made it in the industry, when people look at that and they associate it with those agents. I'm really going on about other agents right now. Okay, so again, listing looks great, layout's fantastic. I have mentioned many times, I hate when people combine a dining room with a kitchen. There's just something about this that's a little bit different. It seems like it actually works. Finishes are nice, super sleek. I don't love miniature appliances, as you know, and I have a feeling, no, actually that's a full size, that's really good. No wasted space at the front, which is the one that we saw at the Hudson that I didn't care for. Now here's your rub, obviously. It's not a great view and you're staring at a train, but I have to think that that's factored in a little bit. This will eventually be a condo. Yeah, okay, great, no problem. You know, I'd rather see it as a condo now than a giant parking lot. So you might have to actually deal with the construction, which is maybe something to consider. Look at the staging, that's awesome. Little desk by the front there. But that's really the only rub on it, is the fact that they're going to be building there. You're not really losing a view, so to speak. Here's the bedroom. I really wish they'd use more throw pillows. But overall, I love it. And this is 620 square feet. It's even got a nice little outdoor space. And it's $863 a square foot. There's a little den. I don't know how useful that's going to be. Turn it into a shoe room like the girl at the Hudson. Awesome. Awesome listing. Come on, MLS, don't do it to me. All right, let's keep going. Okay, there we go. So now we got the obligatory lobby photo, and there you go. That's my wife asking me if I'm going to be home to see my daughter tonight. Probably not. Okay, so let's move on. That was a good one. I don't want to skip over that too quickly. It's probably one of my favorite listings out there right now. I just think, and not to belabor this, let's go back to the location. You know, this is not walkable to a ton of stuff. They're building more infrastructure around here, but you know, you can walk to Corktown Commons, you can jog. There's parks around here. My wife and I, a couple years ago, probably a story I've told, I'm told I tell them all at least 5 times. My wife and I took our daughter, we went and sat on a little blanket, and there's a girl just doing crazy CrossFit stuff, like 10 feet from us, just mucking it up the hill, push-ups, sit-ups, jumping jacks, full-on grunting. But you know what? You got some green space in the downtown core. And this area all throughout here, it's not really pictured. This Corktown Common area, there's green space down here too. So yeah, this will be built on eventually, or sorry, I've lost my bearings. I don't know what's east-west right now. But there will be a condo that's built right in front of that window. That's probably the only rub. Okay, so let's move on to 54 East Liberty. So here you go from a couple of agents that have really great listings. They present really well to this, piece of crap. Okay, so the unit itself is amazing. Don't get me wrong. I just, photos-wise, oh, actually, never mind. They put new photos up. This came out yesterday. I had no photos. Okay, so unit-wise, this is underpriced. There is no holdback on offers. I would hazard a guess that I don't think the agents are aware or care that it's underpriced, because that's who you want to list your biggest investment with. It's $549,900. The last 3 two-story units with 1 bed and 2 baths sold for $606, $593, and $580, and that's going backwards. So tell me how this is priced at $549,900 if they will really take $549,900. So it's one of these where you walk in and the lower level is your living, dining, kitchen, and then, it's, not in the best shape, but it's not beat up either. Then you walk up. I have a client with this exact same model. Then you walk up and there is your bedroom, and there's your bathroom, and there's your den. So it's got a den, and they didn't even say it's got a den. Look at this. You see this? There's no den here. Put den. 1 + 1. This is the exact same model. $606, $593, and $580. Why is this priced at $549? I emailed this to 3 people, and 2 didn't write me back, and then 1 said no. I don't get it. I don't get it. This thing's absolutely amazing. Now, there's a couple of rubs on this. So first of all, your maintenance fees are $392.09. You pay your own heat, your own water, your own hydro, your own central air. And then there's a cost of $67.79 per month for the hot water tank, furnace, and AC rental. So all in all, your $400 plus probably $150 plus $70 is $520 a month, which isn't terrible. It's just not as good as what this looks like. Now, there is Kitech in this building. Of course, these people haven't mentioned anything about it, so you would want to know if it was replaced in here. I would say it's likely not. So for those of you who don't know where this is, and you should, it is in the condo townhouse complex that is in Liberty Village, and we are just off of Strawn here. We are a stone's throw from all the good stuff. We've got Metro here, LCBO over here. We've got the Good Life over here, Williams Landing, Boston Pizza, and my old gym. So why has anyone not bought this? I don't know, but it's an unbelievable, unbelievable price. It's got parking, it's got locker. It's ridiculous. I really like the last one, showed really well. I will admit this is a far better buy and better value. Okay, we are really chucking along here. So let me go to the last one here, 39 Sherbourne, 1102. This is likely the least, hold on, let me start over. This is the, I don't want to say worst deal of the 5. How do I make that more positive? This is the dad in me is trying to think. This is the least appealing of the 5 that I'm showing you today. All right, I like that. So 39 Sherbourne's on my old stomping grounds. It's the corner of King and Sherbourne. It's right across from 230 King Street East. There is a TTC streetcar right here. So if you're working here, sorry, if you're living here and you want to go to work, of course, you could literally walk 2 blocks to Yonge Street in 8 minutes, or you could jump right on the streetcar and take it across. There's a Starbucks in the building here. There's a No Frills right over here. There is more infrastructure than you know what to do with. The area is absolutely fantastic. The unit is priced at, I'm like an old man trying to find my papers, $996 a square foot. So that's not great, right? I mean, I showed you a unit that was priced at $863 on front. I showed you a unit that was priced at $917 down in King West. What's so good about this? Well, there's a couple of things. First of all, the location's phenomenal. Second of all, this includes a parking space. Third, the maintenance fees are very low. And last but not least, I really like this unit. This kind of reminds me of the unit at 455 Front. It's got that kind of real sleek, I don't want to say European style because it's so overused, but it's the lacquered kitchen cabinets, wide plank flooring, high ceilings at 9 feet. It's smooth. It doesn't have the popcorn. It's a really good looking unit. There's a balcony which faces south, which eventually, yes, it will be blocked, but the gas station that's immediately south of here is not going to be built on. It's further south of the gas station on the other side of the street where the Acura dealership is that's going to be built on. So you're not going to be completely wedged in. So this thing might be a little bit pricey, but look at it. I mean, for $558,000 with parking, this is a pretty good spot. That might not be your style. I don't know why that photo's there. I would have not put that or that. And they took this off MLS. See the Realtor logo? It was ridiculous. And that's a total waste. Oh, there we go. Took that one with your own camera, did you? So yeah, look, it's $558,000 for 560 square feet. So like I said, almost 1,000 a square foot. But the least appealing of the 5, it is still appealing. All 5 of these units right now are units that I think there should be a buyer for, and I think that they're all in their own right good buys. Some better than others, like that townhouse. Absolutely, I'd be all over that. And from an investment standpoint, for somebody that's just looking to buy a unit super cheap, $499 for $775, can throw a tenant in there, keep it long term. I absolutely love that one. So that's it for me, guys, today. As you can see, I'm still kind of getting back into things, right? You know, being in real estate, it's literally, it's like exercising. Like when you stop exercising, you're gonna get really sore after that first one back. That's not the best analogy. I'm not exactly sore right now, but not all there in terms of the quick wit and throwing out building names, which I'm sure when I'm 75, fingers crossed, I will still be able to do. It's a fun game. If you're ever in a group, make it a drinking game if you want to. Either name an address and someone has to name the building name, or name a building name and have them name the address. No, you don't want to do that? Okay, well, cool. I mean, I thought it'd be a good idea for like a card game, kind of like up there with, you know, apples to apples. But, you know, maybe if you're just on a bus, like going up to ski somewhere. No, everyone's on their phones like this. Got it. I'm getting older by the day. Guys, thank you for watching my first pick 5 of 2019, and I will see you next week. Bye for now.